Hello, my name is Jeff Wittmann, and today we're on the Hamm Property, also known as the Hobe Sound Scrub Preserve. And the purpose of this video is to educate people about the scrub and to let them know how beautiful this preserve is. Some people call it the Hamm Property because Mr. Hamm owned it for about 20 years. And it only recently became, when it was purchased by the county, it only recently became the Hobe Sound Scrub Preserve. There are so many plants and animals here that are threatened and endangered, and I just want to let the people know a little bit about them, the flora and the fauna. It goes from 18 feet above sea level to 84 feet above sea level, so you can see the dramatic changes in elevation. Coastal scrub is the most endangered ecosystem in the state because of development. 99.9% of the scrub in Palm Beach County has been destroyed, and all of it has been lost in Dade and Broward counties. One of the rarest plants that only grows in Martin County and nowhere else in the world is the Acinema tetramera, which is also known as the four-petaled pawpaw. The reason why the scrub habitat is so rare is because development is high and dry and near the ocean. Here's the rosemary over here. This plant has a symbiotic relationship with the Oncinium bahamensa, which is an extremely rare orchid, which has been identified on the site here. It is only found in northern Palm Beach County and southern Martin County, and it is also known as the dancing lady orchid. This is the edge of the property right here on the southern boundary. And you used to be able to see the ocean from here. It's kind of grown up a little bit. You can see little pieces of the intercoastal across to Jupiter Island. They're very beautiful. There's lichen here. Some of it is federally protected. One of them is called the British soldier lichen. And when it blooms in the spring, it has a little red flower that reminded people of the British soldiers, so they call it the British soldier lichen. Here's part of an old midden, some old pottery and stuff here, shell mound. We're coming up on what I think is the most beautiful part of the park. It's the very top of the ridge. And they had plans to build 84 houses on this property. And thankfully, with the help of a lot of people, we were able to stop that and purchase the property. 18 acres went to the water company to preserve the well fields. We're working with the county commission right now and the town of Jupiter Island to get an easement across there so we can have a direct route to the Florida Trail, the Ocean to the Lake Trail, which runs through Jonathan Dickinson. It's just spectacular. Old Florida at its best. We're going to stop up here, take a little break, and give my pup some water, and then we'll continue. Preserving this park was a community effort, and it took hundreds of people, and it took about 20 years to get it preserved. And there are three outstanding people that I want to recognize and remember, that without those three people, this park would not have been preserved. It would have been 84 houses, and you've got a copy of the site plan there, which the developers were pushing real hard to make happen. The first one is Commissioner Sarah Hurd. Sarah Hurd's been a champion of this property since 2002, and she was constantly a champion for preserving the Hamm property, also known as the Scrub. The other one is Commissioner Lee Weberman. Lee unfortunately has passed away, but Lee spearheaded the preservation. He authorized our trip to Tallahassee to get a grant from Florida Communities Trust. Lee worked tirelessly to preserve this land, and he deserves a lot of credit, and God bless Lee Weberman. He was a good guy. And the other person I want to remember is Mr. Ted Hamm. Ted got the property sometime around 2001, 2002, and he held it for just about 20 years, preserving it. And Teddy was an incredible person, and he was a good guy. He held off the developers, and he was the one that wanted to really see it preserved, and he was the one that very generously pretty much gave it to the county for way below its assessed value. In my opinion, today this property, this 44 acres, would probably be worth between $20 and $30 million. It is so nice that Teddy helped us. God bless you, Teddy. Thank you. And without these people, all this beautiful scrub would have been lost. We're going to go down and look at some lichen right now. Here's the lichen. You got to be careful when you're walking in here because there are rattlesnakes. But some of this lichen is federally protected, and here's a huge stand of it right here with the rosemary and the hog plum. Currently, 13 native Florida plants are listed and protected as federally endangered or threatened, while 22 are also listed by the state of Florida. Martin County scrub is frequently considered to be its most distinctive ecosystem. That's why this land is so precious, that's why it's endangered, and that's why we needed to save it. And I'm so grateful to the hundreds of people that helped us in that effort. This is the lichen. There's the old cistern for the Pine Ridge Inn, is right up that way. Supplied the water to the Pine Ridge Inn, which was a series of 4 or 5 houses. People would come down the river. The river was a highway. There really wasn't any road here, maybe a military trail. But the river was a highway, and they would dock down at the foot of Water Street on the Intercoastal. There was a dock there, and the steamboats would drop the people off, and then they would walk up to the Pine Ridge Inn, spend the night there maybe, and then continue on down to Palm Beach in Miami. This ends the video. I'm going to close with a letter that was in the Palm Beach Post and the Stewart News. The people of South Florida have a new preserve, formerly known as the Hamm Property, once slated for development with 84 houses. The Hobe Sound Scrub Preserve is preserved in perpetuity and now open to the public. It was a community effort that took 20 years and involved hundreds of people. With all the development going around Hobe Sound in Martin County, it is an oasis of flora and fauna. Florida scrub communities have many endemic plants which occur here and nowhere else in the world. Take a walk down one of the many trails and you may see a scrub jay or a gopher tortoise. It is truly one of the most beautiful places in Martin County. Thank you very much.
Next and final public speaker forum for general comment is Jeff Wittmann.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jeff Wittmann. Good to see all of you. I want to thank all the commissioners, especially Commissioner Jenkins, for saving the Hamm property and turning it into the Hobe Sound Scrub Preserve. It is absolutely stunning. It's spectacular. It's one of the most beautiful places in Martin County. And there was a plan to place 84 houses on that pristine land, and thank God that didn't happen. There were a lot of people that worked years and years to preserve that land, and I want to mention some of them. Some have passed away, unfortunately, but it was really a community effort, and there were hundreds and hundreds of people that worked to save that land, and it was ongoing for like 20 years. Janet Gettig was the first commissioner to champion the Hamm property way back in 1999, 2000. Commissioner Hurd has been a champion since 2002, 20 years. Thank you, Sarah. We're very grateful for your help and assistance. Commissioner Lee Weberman. Commissioner Weberman worked 8 or 9 years trying to save that property, and I had my disagreements with him, but he really got the ball rolling. He authorized our trip to Tallahassee. God bless you, Lee. Dr. Gina Paduano, David Knight, Russ Blackburn, Miss Krista, thank you. Thank you. Sally Schwartz. Sally wrote numerous columns advocating the preservation of the property. One of the columns she wrote generated over 600 letters of support, which Chuck Barraclaw and I took to Tallahassee to get a grant for $2.1 million from Florida Communities Trust. Unfortunately, we had to give that back because there were easement restrictions on the property. But every time we got close to getting the money, it would slip away. Jupiter Island Mayor Joe Connolly, who later became the town manager, loved Joe, miss him tremendously. Gene Rout. Bernie Auer, Barbara Birdsey and the Treasured Lands Foundation, Jenny Sherlock, she did some behind-the-scenes work, legal work for us. Mr. Ted Hamm. I still have a lot of his letters that he wrote to me. I really miss Ted. God bless Teddy, man. I'm sorry he's not with us. And then there were like over 600 people that wrote letters of support, and I want to thank them. And then Senator Joe Negron, who got us the funding for the property too. So thank you, Senator Negron. And I'm sure I'm leaving somebody out, but and Mary Kay. Mary Kay was through with us the whole time. Thank you very much.
Sure was. Thank you. Okay, that looks like it completes. Commissioner Hurd.
Yeah, I'm very happy to see Jeff Wittmann here this morning. No one in Martin County worked harder or more persistently to acquire what I will forever know as the Hamm parcel than Jeff did. He's been a frequent guest of ours, a public speaker, and never missed an opportunity over the last 2 decades to exhort us to acquire this wonderful parcel of land in Hobe Sound. And Jeff didn't just come here. He went to Tallahassee. He went all over trying to devise strategies to come up with the funding. So we wouldn't own that parcel without his participation. So thank you, Jeff.
I agree.
Great. Thank you.